Greatness is in all of us.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, godlike feature that only the special among us will ever taste. It is something that truly exists in all of us.
It is very simple. This is what I believe and I am willing to die for it. Period. It is that simple. And that is all I need to know, so from there you do what you need to do. Talent and skill. The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams and who want to do things. Talent you have naturally, skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. Will Smith motivation. Work harder than everyone. The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I am not afraid to die on a treadmill.
You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, you might be sexier than me, you might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories.
But if we get on the treadmill together, there is 2 things you are getting off first or I am going to die. It is really that simple. You are not going to outwork me. It is such a simple concept. The majority of people who aren't getting to places they want or aren't achieving the things that they want, it is strictly based on being outworked and missing crucial opportunities. I say all the time, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Will Smith motivation. One step at a time. You don't try to build a wall, you don't set out to build a wall. You don't say I am gonna build the biggest baddest wall that has ever been built. You say, I am gonna lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, and you do that every single day and soon you have a wall. It is difficult to take the first step when you look how big the task is. The task is never huge to me, it is always one brick. If you get your priorities straight, it is really simple. You don't have to make a decision about what you're going to do, you've already made the decision ahead of time, because passion and emotion in the moment is always going to give you the wrong answer. So if you do the maths ahead of time, it's not an issue in the moment. Will Smith motivation. Make a difference.
It is an idea that my grandmother always had, that if you're gonna be here, then there is a necessity to make a difference.
She always instilled the spiritual responsibility that you have to make every group you come into contact with better. I want to do good. I want the world to be better because I was here. I want my life, I want my work, my family, I want it to mean something. It is like if you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. Your life will become better by making other lives better. Will Smith motivation. Represent an idea, create magic. I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent magic, right? That you're in a universe and 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 only equals 4 only if you accept that 2 + 2 = 4.
I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want. One of my favorite books is The Alchemist, and I just believe that I can create whatever I want to create.
The first step, before anybody else in the world believes it, is you have to believe it. There is no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. I think that there is a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the past 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen. Will Smith. Never be realistic. Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can are both usually right. Being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why would you be realistic? What is the point of being realistic? I am gonna do it, it is done, it's already done. As soon as I decide it is done, it is already done. Now we just gotta wait for a while to see. It is unrealistic to walk into a room and flick a switch and lights come on. Fortunately Edison didn't think so. It is unrealistic to think you're gonna bend a piece of metal and fly people over an ocean in that metal. That is unrealistic. But fortunately the Wright brothers and others didn't believe it. It just seems like such a ridiculous idea to me to embrace the idea that it's not gonna happen or that it's not real for that to happen. As soon as you say it now, you just made that real. Our thoughts, our feelings, our dreams, our ideas are physical in the universe. But if we dream something, if we picture something and commit ourselves to it, then that is a physical thrust towards realization that we can put into the universe. That the universe is not a thing that is gonna push us around. That world and people and situations are something that are going to push us around. That we are going to bend the universe and demand that the universe become what we want it to be. I have studied the patterns of the universe. There is a redemptive power that making a choice has, rather than feeling like you react effect to all the things that are happening. Will Smith motivation. Trust the universe. Make a choice. You just decide what it is gonna be, who you gonna be, you just decide. And then from that point the universe is going to get out your way. It has water, it wants to move and go around stuff. There is a flow of the universe that I've grown to know just how to go with it. Will Smith motivation. Focus and be fearless.
I've realized that to have the level of success that I want to have, it is difficult to spread it out and do multiple things. It takes such a desperate, obsessive focus. You really got to focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity.
I am motivated by fear of fear. I hate being scared to do something. I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of. There are so many people who have lived and died before you, you will never have a new problem. Somebody wrote the answer down in a book somewhere. Just the idea that everything you need to know, someone has written it down. You can be scared to die for the truth. The truth is the only thing that is ever going to be constant, and you can fear what might happen to you if you were to tell the truth. Because what happens to you if you don't tell the truth is worse than telling the truth will ever be. Will Smith motivation.